Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Mills and I'm back with another video. So this video is just going to be talking about everything about teaching English in Brazil and how you can actually get a teaching job in Brazil. Teaching English in Brazil is a very lucrative job that you can easily get without necessarily speaking Portuguese as well as having too much educational background. It just requires you to be able to be a native speaker of English, or your proficiency in English should be C1, C2 level. So you should be advanced. So I'm just going to talk about a whole lot of things, answer some few questions from how is it about teaching English in Brazil to their salary and the different types of settings, as well as we're going to talk about how you can actually get a job, the requirements, and the different ways that you can use to get a job. So stay tuned. If you are new to my channel, please just pause the video and click on the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you get updated each time I upload a new video. And you're my returning subscriber, thank you for stopping by again to watch. So I'm just going to go straight into the point. If you're in Brazil and you're looking for a job and you can speak English very well, as well as if you have a degree in English or in teaching, or you have experience in teaching, then this video is for you. I'll start with the first question. What is it like teaching English in Brazil? Teaching English in Brazil is just normal like in any other country. It depends on your lifestyle and how you want to get along. If you look at Brazil, you'll notice that majority of the people do not speak English. Many Brazilians really want to learn English. There is a great shortage of English teachers in Brazil. The next question says, can you live off being an English teacher? Yes, of course, you can live off being an English teacher. It depends on the kind of lifestyle that you have, and it depends on many other different factors. There are a lot of different types of settings of English jobs that you can get in Brazil. Now, there are two categories here. You have private teachers, which you can teach students online, and then you also have on-site where you can go to school or the institutions to teach. I'm going to talk about how much you can make from teaching English in Brazil. Generally, every English teacher in Brazil can work averagely 25 hours a week. If you're teaching privately, then you can teach for 10 hours a week. It depends on you. 10 hours is minimum. It depends on the type of job which you want to apply for. You want to apply for part-time or you want to apply for full-time. So if you're teaching maybe in a school, you want to do part-time, maybe you're going to have like 20 hours a week or 25 hours a week. If you want to do full-time, then it's going to be maybe 30 hours or 40 hours a week. If you want to do online, most of the time the online will tell you to schedule your time depending on your availability. So if you're somebody who wants to take maybe 20 hours a week or 30 hours a week or 40 hours a week, it's depending on you, because most of the times online you're being paid per hour. So the more hours you take, the more money you get. Native English speakers take anywhere from 20 to 40 hours per hour in a school setting, or 40 to 60 hours in a private setting. You need to take note, in smaller cities, the income, like the amount that you get hour is small, but it also matches the lifestyle because smaller cities are also cheaper. Vice versa, if you work in a big city, you're going to get more money, as well as the standard of living is also high. There's another thing, if you want to teach English, you can also find a specialized niche, as in if you want to teach maybe business English, or you want to teach medical English, or you want to teach legal English. All of them are different categories and you're going to make a lot of money. You can take 100 to 150 hours per hour. You have contracts with big companies. Let's just say the total salary, you should be expecting at least 2,200 or 2,300 reals, up to some people get like 10,000 plus or 10,000 plus if you're working in an international school or you're working in a private school. You can also get less than 2,200 depending on the type of contract you have. If it's a part-time, of course it's going to be less because you're going to have lesser hours, but if it's full-time, that is the amount that you can get. What qualifications do you need to teach English? Due to their need of teachers in Brazil, most of the times certification is not necessary. You just need to be a native speaker of English and can speak fluently. But it is very good for you to have certification or to have an experience. It's very important for you to have certifications. Like, for example, teaching English as a foreign language. If you have certifications like TFL, TESOL, CELTA, Delta, and all the certificates is also going to be good, because with that you're going to be preferred. Like, you see, most of the applications, they always have preferably if you have these certifications, so it's good for you to do them. Most of these certifications you can do them online, like TFL or TESOL is very cheap. You can get them online for like $30, except CELTA, which is expensive, you can get for $1,000 plus. Just get the certificates to make your CV strong, or to get like an experience, maybe 6 months, 1 year experience to make it strong. If you have volunteered before teaching people, you can also add that to your CV. Most of the very formal schools or institutions who want you to have a degree in education, like school settings, international schools, private schools or public schools, what kind of visa can you use to teach English in Brazil? Of course, you cannot teach English using a tourist visa. If you're on a temporary residency or permanent residency, then it's going to be easy for you to get this job. Is it better to teach privately or to teach at school? So in other words, is it better for you to teach online or should you teach on site? Now, it depends on you, and like I said, it depends on your lifestyle. If you're somebody who loves to go to an office, then you should try their on-site first, like going to school first, and they need a lot of teachers also for on-site. That is why it's very good for you to start off, especially if you don't have experience. You're going to get so much training as well as so much materials that will build you up, and then from the on-site you can even land yourself into private teaching, and then you build up your students and get online teaching and so on. If you're somebody who loves, like, to move around, you can get online teaching. Most of the times now you have remote work. Since 2019, when the COVID started, most of the times teaching English can be done online. So most of the jobs are online, which is a plus. Because when it's done online, there are a lot of things that you can do apart from your time of teaching. You have a schedule, and after that schedule, you can do other things. You can even have multiple online teaching jobs from different companies, because when you're teaching online, you give your availability and they're going to give you classes based on your availability, right? So if a school can give maximum of maybe 20 hours a week and you want more than that, maybe you want 40 hours, you can also engage in another company that will provide you another 20 hours, making you 40 hours, which is full-time, and you can get a lot of money from that. Teaching English online is also great because you can travel by teaching. You just need to be online during your teaching period, and after that you can do other things. You can also visit other places and so on. Whichever one to his own. You can also do on-site and also online. You can do both of them together depending on you. Downside is that most of the times when you teach in school, you also get a small salary. Which is or are the best city or cities to teach English? Brazil, like I said, I can't really tell you the cities, but the larger the city, the more amounts that you get per hour. The smaller the city, the smaller amount that you get, but this matches up with the lifestyle of the city. Most of the times people go to maybe Rio or this big cities, Sao Paulo, because Sao Paulo has a lot of companies, industries, so they're looking for people to teach, like, English. And most of the times these very big cities, they're very competitive, so they'll need you to have maybe experience, they'll need you to have maybe degree in education. Smaller cities are good because they really need teachers and you can get the job notwithstanding. I prefer remote teaching, because remote teaching, you can be anywhere and you teach anywhere. Your company could be in Sao Paulo, but you're living in another place, right? Because you're teaching online. How you can get a teaching job? Get a teaching job in Brazil is just like any other job that you want to search. I have 3 very big websites that you can check there. First one is Indeed, and you can also get from Glassdoor as well as LinkedIn. That you can even build up your profile in LinkedIn, and you want to start up your maybe language center, you want to teach students, send it out there, maybe in groups, maybe Facebook, in other places, forums, even on LinkedIn, and you leave yourself open to work. People view your profile, and if you match the description, they're going to get to you. So these 3 websites are very good. You can set them up. Do you want to be a professor or a professora de inglés in Brazil? Keep watching. I'm going to show you a sample of 2 different job openings. All right, so I'm just going to type there English teaching jobs. So when you type English teaching jobs there, you're going to see a couple of them. You can even see the first one here. It's saying that true indeed. This one says true cattle. All right, you can see a couple of them here. This one says true embargos trabalho. All right, so you can see a lot of them there, and you can search. Now when I click on the first one, I'm just going to show you 2 samples. All right, so when you click open it here, you're going to see a couple of them. Infos jobs, LinkedIn. Now when I click on this one, in-person English consultant, which is a teacher. So if you're a consultant, then you can also apply for this one. All right, so here it says Belo Horizonte. All right, let's go here. The first part of it there, it gives like, it says it's hiring English teachers, and they're calling on consultants to focus to teach them English. So you're going to be a consultant at Burlington English, means that you need to participate actively with your students' dream or goal, teaching classes using communicative approach, and attending meetings and training sessions, updating the system with class information and attendance, following students' progression, be communicative among our clients and managers, employees, and candidates. So you see, if you're teaching for a big company, which is like a work company, is also good because the pay is going to be high. All right, then you should have good interpersonal relation, and those kind of skills, and that's it. You don't really need to have much. It says here that have organization skills, be fluent in English, preferably with certification, preferably, but not say it's a must. So here you have TOEIC, you have CELTER, DELTA, TOEFL, IELTS, which is also good. So if you have any of these certifications, it's also good. Have experience as teacher, but most of the times if you have this certification, even if you don't have experience, because most of these certifications will show you how to do lesson plans, how to teach online, and how to do all those things, most of these certifications. So if you have the certifications, even without having an experience, you can still apply for this. If you want to also do your CV, it depends on how you prepare your CV and your cover letter. You want to include all these things which they are asking for, all right, for your CV. If you want to talk about your skills, you put all the skills that have been mentioned here. It's going to be easy for your CV to be picked out online, all right, because it has the same keywords as is written here. That is a secret of building a good CV, as well as your cover letter. Make sure that your cover letter has all the skills that are being listed there for the requirement. Let's go to another one here, which is Sabis Campinas SP. This is an international school, all right. This is cool. If you get a job at this school, you'll be earning at least 10 to 15,000 reals. It says here that English teacher, and it has a lot of key responsibilities: teach, mark exams, discuss disciplinary, implementing the SABI's points, proctoring exam, providing support, developing an external exam preparation and participation in activities, attending training sessions, performing other related tasks. All right, so it has here the ideal requirements: bachelor's degree in education or a related field, English proficiency, and 1 year of teaching experience, and professional behavior, ethical conduct, delivering results, continuous learning, accountability, and taking ownership, excellent communication skills. So you see this one here is just more of like most of the schools that are international that require you to have a degree in teaching, as well as you should have like an experience. Another one is Escola de Inglés Teddy Bear. This is in Florianopolis, and it says 24 reals to 29 reals an hour. This is also good. Here, this is also a private school where you can work remotely. All right, you can work remotely or teach face to face. They have openings for teaching face to face or working remotely. For the requirements, you should hold a bachelor's or master's of arts. You should have pedagogy or a TFL certification for children. You can do that online. And you can even use maybe a week or two to do it. Some people do this certification using hours. You just need to be full course and do what is required. Complete all the assignments and everything, and you get the certificate. 120 hours of TFL course is have a professional experience with primary school and all of that. So even in your country of residence, if you've had like an experience teaching people or volunteering, you can use this. You should be proficient, English language proficient, and you should enjoy teamwork. That's it. If you have any more questions, you can leave it in the comment section. And if you haven't subscribed until this time, please pause the video. Tell me pause the video. Or subscribe. Come on. And hit the notification bell so that you get updated each time I upload a new video. Go to my about on the channel and you're gonna see all our social media handles. You're gonna see the email that's written there. You're also going to see my Instagram handle. You're also going to see our Facebook handle. All right, you can reach out to any of us and we're going to get back to you. If you find this interesting, make sure you give it a thumbs up, like, share, and comment. And ciao!